So BioTechSource is a platform that allows you to search for primary information. So it allows you to find those journal articles or information from academic journals or trade publications or books via this one platform. The content within BioTechSource is premium content. It sits behind a subscription. So it's information that may not be readily available on the free internet. So if you are looking for that evidence-based content, you're going to find it sitting behind a subscription. So within this resource, you've got access to over 8,200 full-text journals, and you've got the ability to set up alerts, and you can also set up a folder that sits on the platform. So this is the searching platform BioTechSource. So I'm looking for that primary literature. Enter your search term or search terms. So let's search for stem cell therapy. And you can see as I'm starting to type in, it's giving me some search options. So here are the results for stem cell therapy. So you can see we have over 446,000 results. Now I've intentionally done a very broad search to begin with, but in a moment we will refine this search. So for this search here, you can see we've got a link to Dynamed. So it's identifying topics within Dynamed that may be of interest related to this particular search. And if you want to navigate to Dynamed, you can click on the link and it will take you into Dynamed, into that particular topic. Now, obviously 446,000 results is a large number of results. So that there are some things to help you make your search a little bit more targeted, some things that you can do to make it a little bit more targeted. Firstly, if you want to make this a phrase, so retrieve results with these words in this particular order, you can add them in quotation marks. And I always encourage people to think about, what is it about the topic that interests you? Is there a particular intervention, a particular age group, a particular type of drug or a particular country? All of those sorts of things added into the search can make it a little bit more focused. So in my case, I'm interested in regenerative medicine. Again, I'm going to add that in quotation marks. So it's actually going to search for stem cell therapy as a phrase and regenerative medicine as a phrase. And let's add in a few more terms to make it a little bit more focused. So you can see rather than having 446,000 results, I now have 7,000 results. So I can add in more terms to make it a little bit more focused if I'd like. Now with these results, they're sorted by relevance. But you can also sort by date oldest or date newest. And then down the left-hand side, we can refine further. So at the moment, you've got a limiter in place, full text. So all of these results will have some kind of link to the full text. You can also refine by date range. Quite often we're looking for research from the last 5 years. So now I've got 4,500 results, and I can see each of these results has got some kind of link to the full text, and they're published within the last 5 years. Scrolling down as well, you've got a number of other filters. So for this particular search, you can see that the results come from a range of different source types. There may be times where you're looking for articles from academic journals, or maybe you're looking for results from trade publications or conference materials. This is a quick way to navigate to that content. And then further down, you have a number of other filters. Now, looking at your results, you can click on the PDF or HTML link to get taken into the full text. You can view the result at the publisher site. For anything that comes from the Medline database, you also have a link to PubMed. Now, say you're interested in this particular article, click on the title of it to get taken into the detailed record, and from there you can see the particulars of the article. You can see information about the author, the source, you can see subjects that have been assigned, and you can read through the abstract. And on the right-hand side, you've got some tools to work with this. So if anyone uses Google Drive, you can save to Google Drive. If you need to cite an article, there are a range of different citation formats, and simply select the citation format of choice. Say you use Vancouver, you can do a copy and paste. Now these are machine generated, so always do a double check on things like capitalizations and dates. If you want to share something with somebody else in Boston BioLife, use the permalink. Copy and paste, you could send that to them in an email. And in the background, when they click on it and recognizes that person is part of Boston BioLife, then the person will be able to access the full text. So there are a few other tools there that you can explore. Now, say you want to save things to a folder and then come back at another point in time and access them. You can do so here. So click on the blue box. We are adding things to a folder. They get pinned here in the right-hand column. Now, at the moment, they will expire at the end of the session, but if you'd like to have a folder that you can come back to at another point in time, click on Sign In and create one now. And this will create a free folder for you. There's no size limit with the folder, and as long as you log in at least once every 18 months, the folder remains active. Let's log into this folder to see what's inside the folder. So going into the folder, you can see it sits behind a username and a password. So if you don't choose to share those credentials with anybody else, you'll be the only one that can access the contents of this folder. You can actually create more than one folder against an email address as well. Within the folder, you can save articles, you can save images, you can save searches. Now, say you've done a search and you really like the results, but you run out of time, or it's time to the end of the day, or you've got a meeting to go to, rather than losing that search and then having to come back and construct it from scratch again, you can save the search to the folder and then you can come back and retrieve that at another point in time. You can also manage alerts from the folder, and you can also create custom folders as well and save things to the folder. And if you want to share the contents of that folder with somebody else at Boston BioLife, if they've got a folder of their own, you can share your subfolder with them and they can see what's in the subfolder. They just can't add to the subfolder. Now, back on the results page, you can also create a search alert. And what this means is now anytime there's a new article added to BioTechSource that matches this search, in this case, stem cell therapy, regenerative medicine, human use, then you'll get an email alert about that. Enter your email address. How often would you like BioTechSource to look for new articles on this topic, and save your alert. And if you no longer need it, you can remove the alert from your folder. If you have got a search that's got some more complexity to it, you may choose to use the advanced search, so you can space out different aspects of the search on different rows. And you can also make use of the fields. So there may be times where you know the exact journal article that you're looking for. Use the title field and type in or paste the name of that journal article. Or maybe you want articles that have got a particular word or words or phrase in the title of the article. Or maybe you are looking for something from a particular journal. You can make use of these fields. So that's an overview of searching on BioTechSource.